Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby here and we're back with another video. So it is 6:16 a.m. Where's the time? You can see the time, right? It is 6:16 a.m. You can see there at the bottom if you can zoom. And today we are talking about patch 4.2b. So 4.2a has wrapped up. We are saying bye-bye. Not the video. We are saying bye-bye to the patch 4.2a. So we got our Swains, we got our Orns, and we have our Volley Bears. We got our new items, and it became a mess. So let's not uh, live the past, move on to the future with patch 4.2b. Now, this is the first look at the balance patch changes coming for 4.2b, and it's coming next Wednesday. So today is what? Saturday? Today is Saturday. Yes, today is Saturday. As of June 24, Saturday, June 24 at 6:17 a.m. And so yeah, we're gonna get next week, and I don't even know what's the T yet. So let's get into it. I think this is 4.2b is new champions. It's already been speculated that Nyla's coming and stuff, so you know the T. And the next skin line is Soul Fighter, which we'll get to like when skins comes out. Not now. We'll do some changes. Okay, let's talk about it. We're gonna do this briefly because I don't want to waste y'all's time and I want to get to bed. So let's talk about it. Okay, Aatrox is getting a buff in his ultimate, which is kind of scary. Um, he's been quiet, but with this ult change, I think he'll be back. But ooh, I'm kind of scared. He's pretty easy to learn, but hard to master. So good luck out there. Oh, it's been a while since Camille had a buff, girl. She's been nerfed so many times, and now they're making her jungle presence known with an increase of 30% with her damage to monsters, which is good. That's a good tool. I love that tool to max. No, you don't max that first. You put a point in that level 1. Anyway, Fiora, girl, it's been again another girl. It's been a while. Oh, is that a buff? Lunge return skill hit on cooldown. Okay, so they reduced the cooldown of the lunge by 2 seconds at max rank, from 8 seconds to 6 seconds, and then actually that's not bad. So when she hits her riposte without any CDR mentioned or haste, 6 seconds will be 3 seconds. Don't forget adding the haste, so her cooldown will be around 2 seconds, 2.1, 1.7, like that. So mats, because it'll stack up with your haste, but not a lot. Our girl Lilia is getting a buff. Good thing. Not much changes, which is good. I want her to be good in the top lane. So adding that base armor is great. I'm gonna see Korea spilling the tea about that. Nuno Willem, underrated duo, adding their time in the spotlight with an increase to their third skill. The snowballs are gonna get increased, and then the ultimate cooldown for Absolute Zero is being reduced to 5 seconds at max rank, which is great again. I've been saying great because it's all buffs. Because AP Nuno is gonna be a thing, which is kind of also the scary part because it's gonna be squishy. So y'all need to adapt some builds and get into it. Maybe Rod of Ages, Nunu, amp it up, whatever. Ziggs, I think okay, this is scary, a little scary. Ziggs is fine. Ziggs is fine. He's not touched. He's untouched. The Veronicas. So this is a little scary. I mean, the passive is gonna be more oppressive in taking towers and laning, like poking. It's a little scary. At least they didn't buff the first skill, which is fine. I think the other second, third skills are needed as well, but the second skill especially is useful for early um, poking. So you don't have to wait like 21 seconds. You just wait 18 seconds, and at max rank it's still the same. So it's a mini buff for that ability. So yeah. Okay, let's get on with the nerfs. Who's getting nerfed? Rammus. Well, he's a little strong. In a meta where everyone's squishy, ADC era, he's a little strong. So we're gonna tone him down a bit. So his passive rolling armadillo, the movement speed of it will be nerfed. I mean that's fine. I mean, he's a little fast, but a 30%, a 30 movement speed nerf is fine. So yeah, and I'm pretty sad that the first skill is getting nerfed. I mean I don't play Rammus, but that's a huge chunk. Minus 30 damage at level 1. That's huge chunk. I mean, he still has his other abilities, but then that's huge. And this one's made me sad. At the time where Swain is being so popular and being everyone's getting used to him, now he got nerfed. I really wanted to play him in the support lane, so let's see what happens. So they nerfed his armor, which is not bad. It's just 0.5. They're nerfing the ability on his first skill by 5%. By not 5%, by 5 damage, and nerfing the percentage of the ability power scaling by 3%, so minus 3%, which is kind of sad, but girl, he will scale up again. It won't feel, you probably won't feel it, but I would feel it because I saw the number. And his ultimate's healing, which has actually been very strong, so I'm glad they're hitting that. I didn't know it went to 40. Okay, this is a really minor nerf, but it feels like it's gonna hurt him a little bit, which is good, so he won't be so oppressive in laning and people can actually fight him. Isn't that the T that we're all gonna... That's the T we all need to know when it comes to like facing people. Okay, so only 2 nerfs. Wow. T. Okay, let's go to... Okay, a lot of these items are mostly Baron lane focus and Assassin lane focus. Assassin focus. And this is an unscripted video, by the way. So that stance... Oh, this is buffs. It's not nerfs. See, I'm not functioning. It's 6 a.m., guys. 6:22. So these are the buffs. Okay. Seeing Death Stance buffed, the restored base on maximum health by 12% from 10, 2% increase is kind of scary because Aatrox, Irelia, Olaf, any bruiser, Jax could benefit from this, and it's a little scary. Randuin's Omen is gonna be expensive, but it's gonna have more armor. And actually that's good because Randuin is very slept on compared to maybe Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart's a little strong. So adding that 4% for range is gonna be so great. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that because it's being left out a little bit compared to the other tank items. So if you're like a Mundo or a Malphite or an Ornn, build that. T. Serpent's Fang, an underrated assassin item. Actually, it's not, but I don't think it's necessary to add the stab armor penetration, but it is welcome. And it's not being used as much as like an anti-shield, so I guess this is needed as well to make it more of a viable item. I think they're buffing these to just make other items viable. I barely see a Randuin's or a Serpents unless you're like a really good itemizer assassin like a Pike or Zed or something like that, but I don't know. Ooh, I'm a little sniffy. So Yumo's Ghostblade is getting a damage increase, but getting an extra 5%. 5%. I keep saying percent. 5 base attack damage buff. Sheesh, not even base. So yeah. Okay, we have 1 item nerf, which, okay. I was just talking to one of my modders on the Discord, like literally now, about Hullbreaker. I don't know. I didn't know that. Okay, everyone's gonna shade me for this, but in my region at least, we don't know. I don't know that Hullbreaker is that strong, and I'm master, so I barely see it being used, to be honest. But I know how strong Hullbreaker is in general with the minions and stuff. So I guess it's a blessing in disguise because I never faced it. I did use it in my Smurf, but I didn't know it was that strong. I mean, is that true? If you made it this far into the video, comment down below if Hullbreaker was hell, because or Hellbreaker. Hellbreaker sounds like a ship between Hellbreaker sounds like a ship between Hell's Devil and Darkbreaker. Oh my gosh, that should be a fan art. Um so yeah, a lot of changes, a lot. I can't even read it. A lot. It's basically the whole thing. I mean, also they didn't increase the price of Hellbreaker. I'm glad that they nerf everything else because for that price, as Kat said, my modder, he said that it's a lot you get for a cheap price. Something I wish free-to-play gacha games would do. Anyways, oh, this is T. They're doing a lot of adjustments here. First of all, I'm upset. I'm pissed. So they're turning Ashe more into an ADC rather than... They did this in PC as well, actually. Like a few months ago. They made Ashe a bit more into a... I think they've reverted that change. But they made Ashe more into an ADC rather than a support. The tragedy is the volley cooldown is going from 6 to 8.5, which is kind of scary. I mean, you could still work. This is Ashe's bread and butter skill for Ashe support. So the fact that it's getting nerfed by 2.5 seconds is really sad. But the bonus damage is gonna increase for more, pushing for those AD builds. I think you really have to change your build now with this to get it to that old point again. But damn, I feel pretty upset. But you know, we move on with life. So Draven's getting a adjustment. I'm gonna say buff nerf is an adjustment. So his base attack is getting nerfed from 70 to 66, but he's getting an increase in in base damage, not base damage, attack damage by 0.5. So okay, good trade off. They're nerfing a little bit of Fizz jungle, which is shocking because it is a thing, but it's not popular in in some cases. Maybe it's like 45% pick rate in my head, like in an average. So yeah, but oh, they're buffing the third skill, which is annoying. I think this will bring back Fizz mid more than jungle with this increase. I don't know if Playful Trickster has a monster ratio, but I think these changes are good for him. I think he's gonna see more shine in the mid lane again. These changes. Jara from YouTube is gonna love this. If you guys don't know, Jara is that Fizz main who makes Fizz videos. Who, you know, I think I mentioned him in one of the videos. So I mentioned him in my 100 ability haste Seraphine video. I think I mentioned Jara because he did the same thing with Fizz. So yeah. Okay, so Olaf. Okay, I'm confused. A lot of people are saying this is a buff. Okay, let's see his passive. So they're nerfing. Oh, they're buffing that. Oh, they're buffing the shield gained, but they're nerfing the missing health. Okay, I think that's an equal thing. Ragnarok initial duration is now 4 seconds. Okay. That's okay. That's scary that the duration is gonna be increased, but they nerfed the attack boost, which is fine. I think this is still gonna be strong. Not scary strong, but strong. People say this is a buff, but I think it's okay. I think it's in the middle, to be honest. So, yeah. Okay, the last two are what made me happy. I'm so happy they changed Tristana to this because she's been under the radar, and I'm glad they did this adjustment. So they nerfed her health, which is great because she's a little tanky. I didn't know her health was 610, but yeah, they nerfed her to 570. I mean, they should nerf that more compared to Vayne, because 570 and in the late game you scale so much and you have long range. What? No, no. Anyways, they're buffing her first skill. Why? So the first two levels you won't feel it, but you'll feel it when it hits the last 2 points of the ability, like 125 attack speed. Oof, I mean, she's squishier now, that's the thing, but it's a little scary. And then they nerfed the rocket jump cooldown. Overall, this is a buff to her. What? It's literally like 2 buffs and 1 nerf, girl. What? Anyways. Lastly, we'll have Vayne's. She's gonna be hella squishy. I think she's squishier than Janna at this point. No, Janna is still squishy, I think. 570 to 540 health, and her armor's being nerfed. Thank God. And like I said, every time they they want to nerf armor, they just remove 4 or 5. I'm glad that she's getting this changes because I think it's gonna make Vayne top more uncommon, and she'll go back to her lane hopefully. And I think this is the overall nerf for her because girl, condemn attack damage bonus of 55%, an extra 5%. That's nothing, to be honest. But I'm kind of curious how these changes are gonna be like planned out. Like I'm curious, like how is it gonna be perceived with the general public? Hopefully, I think this patch is another like part. I mentioned it in the 4.2A1, where I think it's gonna promote more diversity. I'm slurring my words because I'm like losing traction, but yeah. I'm really excited for these changes. Hopefully, again, it goes back to the way it was. You know, it feels so different now. As this ADC new items thing really shook up everything. So, you know, buffing Yomus and Serpents will be more emphasis rather than just, hey, you can build Collector. Because people are building Collector because they want that execute passive. It's not a lot, to be honest. You know, so, and don't build it as a first item because in PC, people used to do that and now they just make it like their third item because it's not T. You know, it's not, and like I said, it's just an add-on to what you already have. It's not a core. So yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think of these changes? All of these changes are from League of Legends Twitter at wildrift. Note that these could be changed in the future before it's released next Wednesday, so be cautious. Um, yeah, I'm excited for that Lily above. Hell yeah! And finally, Fiora moment. Exciting, isn't it? It's like a Baron Lane era renaissance. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like the video, like it. If you don't dislike it, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the notification bell for never upload a new video. Like I said, I am a VTuber streamer and content creator for mostly Wildrift, but I'm not I don't stream at the moment. I am a variety content creator technically, lol. So yeah, make sure you guys like the video, dislike if you didn't. Oh, I said already. Make sure you guys join my Discord, link in the description below. Make sure you guys donate to my PayPal/Coffee if you want to support me and the channel in the long run. Um, what else? Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at drcurvy_YT. If you watched it till the end, thank you. I know this video is a little slurry because it's 6:30, literally 6:30 in the morning. I can't show the time, but yeah. Um, what else? And also, most of my videos are unscripted, so I hope you guys like the unscriptedness. Also, before I end, I just reached 100 followers on Twitter, which is crazy because I never thought I would be active on Twitter, and now I'm at this community, Wildrift community on Twitter, and girl, I've been making a name for myself, which is great. So yeah, oh, Soul Fighter. Um, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Wait, what? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the what? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. What? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. I got it right.